Hey guys, this is Anna Michelle. I'm coming to you today to do what? Talk about my book. Okay, so my book is entitled Healthy Character, The Healthy Leader. This is actually my leadership book, my second leadership book. I have a few more that I'm gonna come out with later. I already have the titles and stuff for them, but I'm here to promote healthy character, the healthy leader. I want to make sure that I'm coming on here as much as possible to talk to you guys about what the book is about, so that when the book becomes available, you guys can go purchase the book. Okay, it's an awesome book. Of course, I'm gonna say it's awesome because of my book, but it's an awesome book, okay, guys. And I believe that it will help you as well as the people that you are leading to become better leaders. A lot of times it is so difficult interacting or working with people because sometimes we forget that people are flawed. Yeah, we forget that people are flawed and we don't know how to work through the kinks in relationships, and we don't know how to accept other people's flaws. We want to be accepted. We want to be accepted, but we don't want to, or I'm not going to say we don't want to, I'm going to say we don't know how to really accept other people and their flaws, because we just blow up and just think their flaws is just, oh my God, how could you have done this? But then we have so much baggage in our closet too. It's like, how could we have done this? So this book actually, it will excite you and motivate you and help you to understand people from their point of view. It will help you to understand yourself. Okay, it will help you to find the balance that you need in your character. It will help you to work through the kinks of your character deficiencies. A lot of times we have all of these character deficiencies because of the flaws that we've developed throughout the years. But what we don't understand is that some flaws can be discarded, but there are some flaws that we have that are actually they flaws and traits. I always talk about perfection. A perfectionist, because a perfectionist can be a flaw and it can be a trait. And I actually talk about that in the book as well. But today, I believe it was Friday or Saturday, I came on and I actually talked about loyalty. I gave you guys one word, which was loyalty. Well, today I'm going to talk about deliverance. Whatever I post, I also want to do a video on to come and elaborate on what I've posted. And so today I've posted something about deliverance and character, and so I want you guys to really understand the importance of being delivered from something. Whenever you get to a point where you're delivered, you're free, and you're out of bondage to a way of thinking, the next stage is to go through a process of development, because if you don't go through that process of development, you'll begin to make those same decisions, and those same decisions will ultimately lock you back into a state of bondage, you guys. Okay, so first come deliverance. You got to get delivered from that old mindset. Okay, then after deliverance comes your ability to make good sound decisions. Okay, and your decisions is what also defines your character. If you're constantly making poor decisions, then it's going to tell people who you really are. Period. It's not gonna tell people, oh, look at her flaws, or she working on something. No. It's just gonna tell people that she's flawed. She got some issues. She got bad character, and we don't want to have nothing to do with her. We don't want to have nothing to do with her. So I wanted to come on here and just drop that little nugget on you guys. I want you guys to go back in your spare time and read John, the 5th chapter, verse 1 through 15, about the man who sat by the pool waiting on the stirring of the water. That chapter is like one of my favorite chapters in the Bible, simply because the man's condition was actually brought on by poor decision making. If we really get into depths of that passage, we can interpret it in many different ways. People have poured out revelation from this passage, but what I really took from this passage as it relates to character, okay, because I've taught it different times, but not from this perspective. When I looked up the word infirmity, because the Bible said that the man sat by the pool, he had an infirmity. Now, it talked about the people that were paralyzed, people that were blind, but when it got to this certain man, it said that this certain man had an infirmity. Okay, so his condition was different than everybody else's condition. Okay, it was different than the person that was paralyzed, it was different than the person who was blind condition. It was different. So when I looked up the word infirmity, infirmity is a weakness that is brought on by a mentality. Okay, it can be brought on by your actions, by something that you're doing. And so I believe that his condition caused him to be paralyzed, caused him to be weak, and he wasn't able to move beyond his current situation simply because of a wrong decision that he continued to make. This is why Jesus told him, listen, go and sin no more, lest a greater thing come upon you. That means that the man was in his condition because of a wrong decision that he had made. And sometimes that's where we find ourselves. We find ourselves in a place where we've made the wrong decision, and that decision has cost us something and has stopped us from progressing and moving forward to the next season. But when you go through a place of delivered, where you are out of that state of bondage, and you make a decision that, hey, listen, I'm going to get developed. I'm going to get developed. I'm going to get developed. I'm not going to let nothing stop me from getting developed as it relates to character, as it relates to leadership, getting developed in stewardship, strengthening my gift. I'm going to go through a process of development. And once I go through this process of development, then I'll be able to make good, sound decisions that will ultimately define my character. Okay, it will change my character. It will allow people to see a difference in me. If you're still making wrong decisions, people don't see a difference in you. You have to make the right decisions in order for people to see and know that there is something different about you. Okay, so again, my book comes out probably the summer. I'm hoping the summer. Is in process, is in rotation. I haven't got a definite date of when they said it's going to be ready, but I'm excited about it. It's called Healthy Character, The Healthy Leader. I hope you guys purchase the book. Okay? All right. Have an awesome day. Bye.